On the day it becomes clear that lockdown is imminent, Amy announces that she's moving out to live with her father. He won't be able to cope with this pandemic on his own, she says. We both know she won't be coming back. My flat is on the 2nd floor. I watch from the kitchen window, bread knife in hand, as she wheels her case down the road towards the station. I detect a jauntiness in her stride, a sense of release which I don't appreciate, and for a moment I contemplate pursuit. Instead, I cut 2 slices of sourdough, anticipating the sweet stickiness of the honey I'll be spreading on them as soon as the toaster pops. The days pass, and I fall into a routine. Joining the queue at the Sainsbury's local, then a drive to the park, home to eat and drink whatever I've bought, and the TV on to watch the death toll mount. Traffic is banned from the park now, but there's a cul-de-sac nearby. Parking for residents only, but all the traffic wardens are furloughed. Inside the gate there's a hill to the right with a bench at the top where I like to sit and watch the joggers struggling up the steep slope in the relentless sunshine. Most of them are spluttering and gasping for air by the time they reach the top, no doubt spreading the virus far and wide. There's a woman I've begun to talk to, older and plainer than Amy, but she makes an effort with her clothes and makeup, and I've always regarded a blonde ponytail as an invitation. No ring. She has that hopeful, eager-to-please look that I've learnt to watch out for. Her dog is one of those hairy ones, close to the ground like a muddy brown animated hearth rug, and I make a point of being friendly with it, though I'm no lover of creatures. Most days, she'll wander over to within a few yards of the bench and chat about the boredom and loneliness of working from home, how Digby is the only thing keeping her sane through it all. He snuffles around my shoes, and I concentrate on not kicking him. It's so good to be out in the fresh air, she says. You can almost feel the planet healing itself, all the pollution melting away. I smile and nod, suggest that perhaps we're all renewing ourselves through these strange times, though in fact I feel no different at all. At last, there's a rainy day and the park is almost empty, green and quiet. I sit, relishing the dripping from the leaves onto the hood of my waterproof, listening to the joyful birds, and waiting. I hear her voice in the distance calling Digby, and eventually she makes her way up the hill, anxious and distressed. He's never run off like this before, she says. And I offer to carry on the search while she goes home to check he hasn't found his own way back. She gives me her address. After 10 minutes, I return to my car. One of the windows is open a fraction. Suffocating the wretched animal would have ruined everything. Digby is where I left him, curled up on the back seat. He stirs and whines as I open the driver's door, but soon settles again when I give him another biscuit. I drive to her house, and as I carry the struggling bundle up the driveway, she flings the door open, and I'm a star, a lifesaver, the hero of the hour. I tell her it's best I put him inside, and she can shut the door behind us, just in case he takes it into his head to make a bolt for it again. In the living room, I watch the ecstatic reunion. The dog a blur of wagging tail and frantic tongue, the woman laughing, crying and scolding as she hugs him, her ponytail swinging to and fro. Eventually, she lets him go and puts on an act of dismay at my presence. We're flaunting the rules, she says. She needs correcting. Flouting is what we're doing. I'm all in favour of flouting, I say. Stepping well within the 2 metre exclusion zone.